Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson here on the channel. Today is the start of something very exciting. For the next 5 days in a row, every day this week, Monday through Friday, I'll be releasing a part of this 5-part series. Okay, we're going to be talking about Amazon FBA product research in 2022 from A to Z, finding these small passive income machines where we could find these products, smaller markets that make good profitable margins and continuously list them back to back. Now I was either between making like an hour-long video or just splitting this up into 5 easy parts, and that's what we're going with. So be sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss this mini series on product research. We're getting close to the new year, 2022, right? We're only a month away from that change. I wanted to get you guys prepped because I know New Year's resolutions come in, everyone goes through Christmas, they start thinking about, man, how can I make back all that money I just spent on presents, right? This is a great opportunity. I've been selling on Amazon for 4 years now, and it is the most exciting thing that I get to work on, and hopefully I can share some of that with you. So stick around till the end. Be sure to like and subscribe down below, like I said previously. But other than that, guys, let's just get right into this first part of the series. So in this first part of the series, we're going to be doing an overview of what you're going to be learning over the next 5 days to see if it's something you actually want to learn. We're going to be talking about the different steps involved. Pretty much broke it down into some even parts that we can work on, and let's just start going through them. So the first thing that you're going to need is a Helium 10 or I guess Jungle Scout software, or anything really, just some kind of product research software. Get one that allows you to see what things are selling. Club, I don't know, golf club, sure. If you can have a tool that allows you to see what sellers are making in revenue each month on Amazon, and then also some kind of database where you can look through that information, that's all that you need. I personally recommend Helium 10. It's what I've been using for the past 2 years, and I just stand by it. It works extremely well, and it's always worked for me. All that it does, it allows you to see the amount of revenue that listings are making, allows you to see the price, the review count. I keep mine very minimalistic, so you can model after me. I do have an affiliate link down below, so you can get that and try it out for a month at like half price if you want to do it that way, or 10% off for life. That's just a great place to start so that you can actually follow along. Just get that out of the way so you could be productive over the course of this mini series. Now that you have that software, that's kind of step one, is like literally go get the software. You're going to need to go to your product research section and go to Blackbox, okay? Blackbox is kind of our hub for finding product ideas. Where do we go to get the ideas in the first place, where we can start creating a list, looking through that list, picking the product idea that we want to sell? So in order, the steps of this method is going to be, the first thing is setting up your filters to find yourself product ideas, okay? You want to make sure that you are entering the right information here. If you just look at this screen, there's a lot that could go wrong. You could easily do one of these filters wrong and then be looking for hours and hours and not finding anything. If you're looking in the wrong place for something that you lost or something that you're trying to find, you're just never going to get the result that you want. So some of you might be frustrated out there trying to find product ideas during your product research. You've looked for hours. Well, guess what? The hard work, the diligence isn't the issue. You're putting in the time. You have the wrong set of filters set up. That's why you're not finding what you're looking for. That's what we'll be talking about in tomorrow's video. As I said, I'm going to scroll through everything that you're going to be learning over the course of the next week. So let's get into the next part after that. All right, so once you have actually set up your filters, you start looking through ideas. You need to make a list of potential ideas, okay? I'm not a big fan of looking through a list of, say we filled this out and there's products that are showing up. Not a big fan of just looking through there and every time I find something, going to Amazon and being like, okay, would I sell this? Would I sell this? Would I sell this? You're making too many split changes in your routine, right? You need to find a big list and then spend a whole day trying to figure out, okay, now we're going to switch gears. We're no longer searching, we're analyzing now. Let's get our analyzing hats on and figure out how, whether or not we're going to sell these things. So come over to this, start entering those product ideas into a new place and put some information about them, whether it's the title, what they're selling for, a few links to ASINs. So these are all kind of jokes, right? I just typed these out and I don't know why they all have something to do with animals, but house for chipmunks, turtle terrarium, cat and a frog hat. Whatever. 3 of those, they could all be good ideas. I don't know. I didn't get them from Amazon, just thought of them, kind of weird ideas. But that's like stuff that you would see when you were looking through these product research softwares. It's things you would never think that you'd be selling, right? Someone asked you, hey, what do you sell on Amazon? I sell hats for frogs, snapbacks for frogs. What? I make $6,000 a month doing that. Stupid stuff like that works. That's not really the point of this, but the next thing that you want to do, if you're taking notes, and kind of like step 1 is set up your filters. Step 2 is start making a big list that you can go through. Once you make this big list, we'll be heading on to the next step. Now, once you have a list of ideas that is essentially interesting to you and they sound weird and they fit your filters that you set up, you haven't looked into them, you haven't looked into the markets, maybe you just clicked on them and they look like they could somewhat work, but you haven't really analyzed them yet. Now comes that, to me, one of the most important times, okay? Setting up that criteria and that structure, basically a funnel that you have to push these things through, right? It should be like a big funnel that you push everything through, and only or maybe we'll say like a colander, okay? Only what you want to stay in the bowl stays in it. Everything else that was just water or fluff goes through and just goes down the drain, right? That's essentially what you want to set. That's your criteria that you're setting up. So when we go to Amazon, we're now going to start searching frog hat. This is probably going to be actually a frog on a hat for a human, now that I think about it. Not a hat for frogs. That makes more sense. But anyway, we're going to come into a market like this and we're going to start seeing, does it resemble the key factors that it needs to be successful? And that's what brings us to our last step, right? I'm going to be giving you the criteria, and then we're going to be applying it in a realistic fashion so you can see what I'm doing, right? I'm going to pick a couple of product ideas. I'm going to go through a list of ideas, and I'm going to assign my criteria to them, run them through that funnel, and see what makes it out alive. So that's pretty much it. Now you know the structure of what's coming for the next week. I hope you stick around for it. It's going to be good. This was really just an overview video to show you what to expect each day. So hopefully you stick around. Let me know down in the comments if you're excited for what's to come. I certainly am, and I'll see you in part 2. Thanks so much, guys. Later.